Hey gang, Anthony here. Just figured I'd do a quick review of my new guitar that I'm actually really super happy with. I can't even talk. Too much eggnog. Anyway, it's the day before Christmas and I've got some alone time, so I figured why not? Let's get it done. So this is a guitar. It's a Jackson. Now I have notes because there's so much to list on this guitar that I didn't commit it to memory yet. It's a Pro Soloist SL2 HT from Jackson. This guitar, if you were to go out and get this, you're going to look at about $850 roughly. That's the retail. It's 24 fret guitar with a 25.5-inch scale length. Okay, it's got jumbo frets, which I love. I like jumbo frets because, you know, like I'm the kind of guy that likes a scalloped fingerboard, you know, because I really like to grab the string. So jumbo frets is like really awesome for me. The neck is maple. It's I think it's one-piece maple. The fingerboard is ebony, which I was actually surprised when I looked that up. So yeah, mahogany body, maple neck, an ebony fingerboard. It's got a graphite nut on here, which is awesome. The tuners are lock tuners from Jackson, and it's amazing. They lock it in, and there's no problem. The bridge is called a HT6 hardtail. That's what it's called by Jackson, HT6 hardtail, and it goes through the body, so you really can't see it there, but there's the holes where the strings would go through. I haven't taken off the tags yet. Okay, and I like that because I'm not a whammy bar guy. I'm just not into the whole whammy bar thing. The pickups are Seymour Duncan's, and I'm going to read off to you what they are exactly. The pickups in the bridge position is a TB6 distortion, and in the neck position is an SH6N distortion. And that's new for me because I'm guessing these pickups have a little bit of distortion already built in, and I noticed that when I was playing in my amp. When I went to channels that were normally clean, I got a little grit. So that's something I have to get used to, but the whole reason why I wanted this guitar is because I want to play epic metal, so it's kind of the perfect guitar for that. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. The guitar feels really nice. It's got heavy strings on there right now, and because I don't play very often, my fingers have a hard time with heavy strings when it was tuned to E. I tuned it down, I dropped it to E flat, and it feels a heck of a lot better with the heavier strings. So for the lower tunings, I'll probably keep the heavy strings. But if I decide to go back to A440, I probably would drop down to probably 9s, maybe even 8s, because that's my thing. The guitar sounds great. So to give you an example of I got gain on there right now, and I don't have the amp turned up very loud, but listen to how thick these chords can be with this thing. It just sounds big. You know, it's a very big sounding guitar. I love it. And it's quiet too. So when I stop playing, it's relatively quiet. The chords sound very crisp. When I'm chunking away, it sounds crisp. It doesn't sound muddy. So I like it. The lead guitar sounds are very biting. If on the bridge pickup here, that was terrible of me. That's the tone I was looking for. It's a really great guitar. At first it was different because I've been playing my Charvel style Strat that was custom made, and that has the 24.5-inch scale length. So my fingers felt a little odd at first, but once I started feeling, getting into the groove of this guitar, it just feels really good. My favorite thing about this guitar is something I haven't had since the 90s. It's got a neck through, okay, and it's so easy to play. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like this is a neck through guitar, but this makes it so easy. There's nothing in the way. When I get up here, it's just there's nothing in the way. It's the coolest thing in the world. So yeah, I've only owned one other Jackson in my life, and it was a very rare guitar. It was called a Limited 88. There's pictures of it on my Facebook, and I love that guitar. And it was one of the biggest regrets of my life was selling that guitar. So I finally have another Jackson, and I'm really happy with it. Just so you know, this guitar is not an American-made guitar. It's crafted in Indonesia, and so people will harp on that. Oh, it's not American-made. I honestly don't care, to be honest with you. Some of the best guitars I've ever played were made overseas. So this guitar. It sounds awesome. So I'm very, very happy. So big shout out to my friend Johnny Romanowski for picking a great guitar for me. That's it. See ya.